Welcome back to Calamity Kitchen. Um, where are we? On our last episode of Calamity Kitchen, I'd gotten the thing together, and it does look pretty good, I must say, but the glue changed the color of the wallpaper and the sink and the countertops. And I wanted to have wooden countertops. So I don't know if I'll paint them or I'll give them a little sand. We'll see if I can try to fix it. But other than that, let's be fair, it does look great. I've tried to kind of stick these things down a bit. This one worked better, but not really at all. So that may just get left. We'll see. What else have I done? What did I do since I talked to you last? I think I made some decisions about, so I really liked the table that I made. But remember the little stools I made the square stools? There's one over there peeking around the corner. I put it up on a plinth. And I don't mind it. It's all right. But now it's too high. It's just too high. So then I thought, could I use the chairs that I originally made? And that might be it. We'll see as everything else goes in, if it works. Oh, hello. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is a new thing with this cat that he's decided, well, he does invade space, but he's just sort of really, he's gotten into the dollhouses, I think, but he's also become very much my shadow lately, and he used to ignore me in the daytime, didn't you? But he's our love. This is bad. Can you hear him? Anyway, dollhouses. No one cares about you. They don't care about you. Go find something else to do. Dollhouses. So yeah, I made these. This maybe goes together. I haven't decided. I've decided nothing. I've got my window frame painted up, so that needs to get an outdoor scene placed behind it. And then I'll put it in place. I did some more painting of little things. So I've put a coat of silver on this. Not that it really mattered, I suppose. So I'll make a little label for it. I was thinking that could be like big jumping can of tomatoes. And I'm going to put a label on this and a lid, and that can be some like blueberry jam. And I made some little cups with massive handles. I always think handles could be bigger on cups anyways, when you got a big old hand. There's my coffee pot. Gotta have a coffee pot. This is my cast iron pan, one of them. Inside is crackled. I might leave it. We'll see. Same with this one. They're like these are my first pans that I've made. Oop, and they're supposed to be little cast iron jobbies. And I painted my kettle black too, because I decided I wanted a cast iron set of dishes. If I could just point the camera at what my hand is doing, I'd get much better at this. What else do I have? Oh yes. There's my knife block that sort of holds my knives. point your camera at your hand. There. Sort of holds the knives. I mean, not really at all, but that doesn't look safe. But onwards and upwards. Can only get better if I tries, right? Here's a bowl. I didn't like them just white because I wanted dishes that were maybe a little more playful. So there's a bowl, and there's a bowl. So they can all go on the shelf. Those are some of my first bowls that I've made. I'll probably make some more stuff. I really liked working with the Shrinky Dinks, and I'll probably do some more clay things. I'd like to get some like foam clay, possibly. Anyway, those are the things I'm thinking about. I'll keep going. I'll come back. We'll talk soon. So this is the view out the window that you get when you're washing the dishes. Calamity Kitchen just continued to sort of throw up all sorts of just roadblocks that were of my own making, like bad measuring. So like here I had to cut the shelf into the window frame, which is, I mean, it's a very sort of old row house kind of thing to have to do. But, you know, there's one detail. The upper shelves did go on fairly nice, I think. There wasn't a lot of problems there. So, the kitchen's basically done. I'm going to put a pole across the top. There are a few things that I need to figure out still. Like, let's see if I can move it out of the way. It looks pretty good, I think. Anyway, things to figure out are, once again, I was indecisive about the table, and I covered it again. I didn't like the stripe in there, so I covered it with white, but I don't like this either. Yes, I got a phone call. I was about to show you some more of my progress. So my table, yes. Anyway, I covered it in white, but I don't think I really like it in white either. So I'm going to try to figure something out. I may attempt to print on it. We'll see. So there was that. Then I still wasn't happy about my chair situation. There was the little round ones that I was going to go with. There was that I nixed, and then I made the little benches like these ones. But that isn't what I want in the end. So now I've made little tiny benches. And I'm contemplating putting a back on them. Or I could just leave them as they are. I kind of like them as like that as well. But maybe I only like them like that because I know it's a lot of work to glue the backs onto them. Let's be honest. What else can I show you here? Here, let's see if I can get. So I use the tops of these bamboo sticks, skewers. Sorry, I'm just getting them from I use that. I chopped it down to fit, and that's what I used. That's what these are for the shelves. And they're sturdy shelves. They're good. So I was pleased with how that turned out. I showed you my little benches. These are the ones I'm the happiest with thus far, because they're, this one needs a sand, but they fit the best. They may need something, maybe a bit of felt on them, and maybe the table just needs some sort of tablecloth. I'm not sure what, but it needs something. I've made a little vase that looks a lot like a bong until I put the flowers in, and it looks less like paraphernalia. What else did I make? Those are my salt and pepper shakers that need a base because they don't stand up. I made a toaster out of clay. I made a vase to put some of my utensils in because I use one in my own kitchen, and I thought I'll use one in this kitchen. So the vase is made out of clay, and these are the utensils I made out of the shrinky dinks, the like shrinkable plastic, and I just put paper handles on them. I think you've seen that. That's my knife block. Yeah, like that. This bowl that I've painted a dozen times, I painted it green, which I'm content with. And I made a little bowl out of clay in the same green, so they can go together or not. Sorry for my terrible camera work. And here's this little spoon that I made where the handle's sort of warped, but I kind of like it anyway. So it could just go in there. I made a mortar and pestle for grinding up my itty bitty herbs for making curry. Yes, I've got a bad habit of making phallic looking things. It's just because so many things in the world are made to look phallic. It's the patriarchy. It's totally the patriarchy. Yeah, so I've made a bunch of little things. I still need to make a chandelier for in here. And I need to cover the table and figure out the chairs. And maybe make a rug to soften it a bit. So that's where I am. And maybe a hanging plant. It maybe needs a few things. So this is what point I'm at. Let's see how it goes. So I think it's done. Here you've seen the room, the bare bones of it finished, but I got all the bits that go in it finished as well. I think. So watch me install here now. So there's the sweet little bird in the cage. I wanted it to go on the fridge, but I didn't really like it on the fridge. I prefer it suspended. And I wanted it to stop moving so I could film it, but it just kept going. So yes, tweet, tweet. What am I going for next? What do I have here? Something fiddly that I'm fiddly with. Oh yes. And there's a little plant I made, the hanging plant. Works well, I think. Oh, this is where it gets fun. This is my olive oil. Get it? Ha ha. Olive oil. So it's probably one of the ugliest things I've made, but it made me laugh. olive oil. There's my salt and pepper. They had to be put on a base because they won't stand up sensibly on their own. I thought I'd put all my little food bits up on this shelf. Getting ready to make your supper, you can just put your foods up there. Toaster in the corner. I took one of my little plates that I made out of the Shrinky Dinks so you can get it ready to have your toast. And this is a little jar of blueberry jam, homemade blueberry jam. Yes, in my knife rack. I thought I'd stick it over here by the fridge. It's probably where you would be if you were cutting stuff up at the counter. You take the little knife out, put it on your plate, get ready for when your toast is done. And of course, in Calamity Kitchen, the butcher knife always just falls out of the block onto the floor. Wouldn't be a calamity without it. And there's my little dishes, or my little utensils, sorry. So I had a couple spatulas and a spoon in there. And just like that, did you see the magic? I knocked it all over, and then just like that, it was cleared up. Disaster. Oh yes, my little bowl, my salad bowl, and the mortar and pestle. Sort away my cupboards here now, which sounds like a euphemism. My coffee pot, drinking glasses, put them upside down to keep the dust out, just like at home. Sorry for all the long silences. It's because it takes me forever to pick up the little things. Oh, this is my beans, my tin of beans that I made. It's my own brand. It's called Fullo Beans. Fullo Beans. So we'll put them up here with the other groceries so we can have supper. I make myself laugh. This is my tin of tomatoes. I think I'll be making curry for supper. Oh, and this is my can of peas. Because I was being clever. My can of peas. This is a little measuring cup. I think it's a cute little spot. My kettle. And my cast iron pans. So I feel like I should mention, you often see this big knob on the side of my hand. I have arthritis in my hands, and so actually making small things has not been the easiest for me. I don't have a lot of feeling in my hands, and this arthritic cyst that you see right here is it often slows me down a lot, and so it does make picking things up difficult. Little things difficult. I really struggle. So apologies for all the dead air and the how long it takes me to kind of set things up and to get things to stay up. I just don't have a lot of dexterity anymore. Bear with me, please. Anyways, I've got my cast iron pots up in the corner, putting my plates up. I really love these little plates. And my other coffee cup. I've got lots of plates. I guess I should make more coffee cups and more cups. I'm not expecting a lot of guests. Just do a little rearrange now. My own cupboards look nothing like this. Nowhere near as tidy. Slung about is how I would describe my my tidying style. Oh yes, one last plate. We'll stick that one in the sink and be washed up. If only it were just one plate that you needed to wash up. Oh yes, and the table. I made a decision. I painted it green. It's a different shade of green. It's a bit softer, but I think it works. I wanted to pull some of the greens that were in the leaves in the wallpaper out. And with the green paint, I added some medium to it and some water to it and just made a green stain for the chairs. And I'm very happy with the chairs. Oh yes, this is my honey nut cereal that I made. For breakfast. You have your little bowl of cereal. Lovely. I'm realizing I should have made some milk. I might have to make a carton of milk to go with it, but maybe the milk's in the fridge. And my coffee cup. And a little posy in my vase. And I don't know how I got that crackle effect on the vase, but I love it. Oh yes, and my little chandelier, because you knows I loves a chandelier. And there it is, my little kitchen, all done. So this is the last room in my house, in my little house that I've done. I haven't painted the back of it yet. I may not. This one was a trial, so I might be happy to see the arse end of her. I'm going to now set it up with all my other rooms that I've done, and I'll get some photos of that, take some video of it for you. But that's my dollhouse. My dollhouse is done. Maybe I'll make a doll next. Here's just a few photos I took of it once it was set up. Nothing fancy. Anyways, thanks for watching me on this little adventure of building a dollhouse. It's not going to stop. I'll build more stuff. I think now I will probably move on to doing the punch bowl, the swimming hole that I love. Try some outside spaces. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.